story. So, I always thought we were going to do cycling, we're going to be drinking Gatorades, eating power bars, that kind of stuff. And so we're the second day we get up and we ride. Marty says, "Hey, we get up in Ohio Pilot." Marty said, "Let's ride for 10 miles, 11 miles. How many of you have done at least that stretch from Ohio Pilot to Confluence on the trail?" A lot of you have. That's beautiful. Yeah, and so he said, "Let's do that, and then we'll have breakfast in Confluence, and then we'll get on with the day. We'll already have 11 miles behind us." So great. So we cruise up the 11 miles, no problem. Stop, have a huge breakfast. At the end of the breakfast, during breakfast, Marty says, "Hey Jimbo, we're going to get a milkshake today." He said there's a place in Meyersdale that I went when I did a section of this trail before that has the best milkshakes, and we're going to get a milkshake later on today. Marty's always thinking about food, and junk food. So yeah, specifically junk food. So I'm thinking about the milkshake. So when we have the cash register to pay for the breakfast, and there's candy bars up there, and Marty grabs 2 O. Henrys, pays for them, and gives me one, and he's like, "Tuck that in your bag for later, Jimbo." I'm like, what are we gonna need an O. Henry bar for? Like, what are we eating, junk food? Like, I thought we were gonna try to be healthy. And he's like, "Nah, just tuck that in your bag." Anyway, so I tuck it in my bag, and Marty's always ahead of me because he's a better rider than I am, and so, but that's cool. Like, we ride together a lot, and then he gets ahead, he gets his aerobic workout, and then he sits on a bench because Marty likes to sit, and he waits for me, and then I catch up. So I'm basically, he's like, "Jimbo, I'm gonna ride ahead." "Yeah, go for it." So I got like an hour and a half by myself. I'm just thinking about the milkshake. It's just in my head. And it's between Confluence and Meyersdale. And I'm thinking about, what am I gonna get? Is it gonna be like whipped cream? What's this milkshake gonna be? And so then, just then, I see a shape, a figure on the bench in the distance. And I figure it's Marty, because I haven't seen anybody for an hour and a half. It looks like Marty. And he's sitting on the bench, and so I pull up, and I said, "What are you doing? What's going on, Marty?" And because he looked really dejected, and he's dejected. I could tell. And I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "We missed it, Jimbo." I'm like, "What did we miss?" He goes, "Meyersdale. We missed it." And I said, "No, I don't think so." Because Marty doesn't check the map. He's just going by his intuition. "I think we missed Meyersdale. We've gone too far." I'm like, "No, I've been watching the mile markers like every mile. We're not there." And Marty's like, "We missed it, Jimbo," and he's chewing on something. And I'm like, "What do you eat?" He's like, "Yeah, my O. Henry." And I'm like, "What, you gave up on the milkshake? You're eating O. Henry bar?" And he said, "Yeah, we missed it. We're not getting the milkshake today." And I'm like, I was really upset. And so I go, I'm like, trying to think, like, how do I get him off the bench, And I'm storming around on the trail, and I go to the other side of the trail, and there's this tall grass over there, and I see in the tall grass there's headstones, like from the 1800s. Wow, this is interesting. And I peel some of the grass back, and I see there's Myers, it's like somebody Myers, died in 18 something, and then another Myers, and then 2 Myers girls that died in a fire in like the 1800s at a young age. And I'm like, I come back out of the tall grass, I'm like, "Marty, we gotta be close. This is a Myers cemetery. Like, they're all buried here." And so Marty's like, he didn't really believe me, so he gets up off the bench, and he goes over, he walks into the tall grass by himself, and he goes, checks it out, and he's like, "You're right, Jimbo, let's go." So we get back on our bikes, and sure enough, like within a mile and a half, we're in Meyersdale, and we had incredible milkshakes there. And but Marty has said that he wants, he would like, after he dies, there's another story there that Marty's going to be the first among us to go, but I won't bore you with that. But that Marty said that he would like his name to be etched on that bench. That's what he would like. So I committed that I would do that. So in memory of Marty, just Marty.
If anyone's been to Meyersdale, Meyersdale's the maple capital of maybe the world. I don't know, certainly Pennsylvania. And so this place we went to for milkshakes, we of course got maple milkshakes, served to us by the Meyersdale Maple Queen, and her co-worker, who was the ex-Meyersdale Maple Queen from the previous year.
What's the name of the place?
Flip every year.
And they were incredible milkshakes. So good, we ordered a second one. two, two milkshakes, they were just out of this world. And then we had to ride another 20 miles, bloated with milkshakes.
12 scoops of ice cream, right?
Yeah. We asked the girls, like, what makes these so good? She said, there's 6 scoops of ice cream in each one.
Oh my God.
So we just each had 12 scoops of ice cream. We had like 20 miles to go uphill. And yeah, it was worth it though. It's totally worth it.